Crypto. Today we're taking a look at a project called Canto. It's a new project that's on my radar, and right now on the charts it's at a very critical position where it could go up quite fast and quite heavy, or we could be looking at a breakdown. You can currently find this coin traded over at BitGet, CoinX, MexC, and BinkX. Now I find it interesting because it operates as a free public infrastructure. I find it interesting that they launched their core DeFi primitives as a public utility, and that their decentralized exchange, its protocol can't be upgraded and will remain ungoverned, running in perpetuity on Canto without ever being able to launch a token or implement additional fees over time, and therefore preventing the possibility of predatory evolution toward rent-seeking behaviors. And in their documentation, you can find the breakdown on their tokenomics. If this is something that you think you might want to invest in, I highly recommend that you dig in a little bit deeper and check out these documents, as this is just a cursory glance over this project. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. But I'll point out from the information that I have, CoinGecko tells me that we have a total supply of 1 billion and a circulating supply of 425 million. Double checking that also on CoinMarketCap, self-reported circulating supply says 423 million. Currently the price is trading a little bit high, but we'll take a closer look at that in a moment and determine two plans. One, if it can go higher. Two, if it's a possibility to get in this at a lower price. All-time high for Canto was 76 cents just a few days ago. All-time low was in January, just a month ago, at 6 cents. 797% gains on this coin. Currently has a market cap of 266 million. And if you were to compare that to Chainlink, another coin which also has 1 billion maximum supply and a circulating supply of almost 500,000, its market cap is now 3.4 billion. So when you consider this puts Canto on my radar because it does have about a 10x possibility if the project catches on. It is an Ethereum virtual machine based project, and I think it's got potential. It's worth looking at. But now let's take a look at the charts. First of all, let me give you a warning that on the daily, we just printed a red dot on Market Cipher. Money flow still in the green. It's just kind of wavering there at the 0 line, right? And VWAP is coming down. The stochastics are coming down, and that's a good sign because we could see a reset here. How this could play out is that we'll just continue going down just a little bit and get another green dot, and we could start seeing some more upside. However, the bulk of this analysis is coming in on the 4 hour because this is kind of where it's critical. We have made a parabolic structure here, and I've got 3 touches that makes this valid. Now, why this is crucial is because if this is truly forming a parabolic move, you've got immense upside that could be coming into play, and there's several signs here that kind of point to that. Now, currently the 4 hour, the indicators are pointing for a downward move. So if you're trading this or thinking about getting into this, if you see a bounce here at this area and we start taking off, that is a very good place to buy in, and there is a lot more future upside that could come through this as it stair steps to higher targets. What we do not want to see, what would invalidate this whole idea and put an end to this strong upward movement, is if we break this line. And if it does, it could still come up a little bit and maybe form like a double top scenario, but we would be looking at coming down and trading sideways, and we would gradually see price just kind of drop over time if this structure is broken. So if we do see a bounce here, it could be a very good time to get in or add to your position, but be cautious if we take a break from that. So let's look at the bullish scenario first. If we stay within this range of this yellow parabolic trend line, what targets could we possibly see? Well, sticking with my 4 hour trading time frame, drawn a Fibonacci, we see that we got these levels. $1.04 is the 618 Fibonacci. We could expect a hiccup there. If this plays out, we should get a strong move up to there, make a step, and then we should move on up to $1.43, possibly $1.52, with our next target being $1.63 to step out there. This one maintains. This could be the biggest move of all, and we'll have to revisit that for that target, but it could be very substantial. This could give us 60% gains to the first target, 153% to the second target, if it maintains within this yellow line on the 4 hour time frame. Now, let's consider the other scenario that's going on. We are in a rising channel. These do have about a 65 to 68% chance to break to the downside. However, if we're in a parabolic move, we should get a bounce. Remember that. If we maintain the yellow parabolic line, things are good. If we break through it, that is your first warning sign this move is over. A place where you might bounce is on this white trend line here, and it could just wick down. A wick could be okay, just to wick down there and come back into the parabolic line, but that's still a sign of weakness. The biggest thing to look for is if this white line breaks, this whole move is over, and it may be a good time if you're in this to get out of that trade and then look at some of these lower areas to look for getting back into it. So should this whole move fail and we start seeing more downward action, the potential targets that you would want to look for possibly getting back into this, your heavy Previous orders would come in at about 19.3 cents. Another good place to put an order in would be at 26.3 cents. And then I would watch this area closely right here at the 618 Fibonacci of about 38.39 cents. If we flip this into support, and it does correspond with this area right over here, then that may be a good entry to look for another leg to the upside. I would begin looking for entries here, but I would look at putting my heaviest entries in at these bottom two areas. And again, looking at our indicators on the 4-hour, stochastics are coming down. At some point, they will turn around. Money flow, now it could just easily turn back up, or it could be headed down. If it's heading down, price is definitely going to be heading down. VWAP is just kind of hanging sideways, so it's really kind of in a teeter-totter place right now. So even on the 4-hour, we see that the MACD is starting to come downward, about ready to cross this zero line here, about ready to get a bearish cross on the MACD. Something to be mindful of. Could indicate falling prices. There is also some slight bearish divergence, prices going up from this peak to that peak. The RSI is coming down on this peak to that peak. And this just indicates the possibility to break to the downside. However, what I do like is the Ichimoku cloud right here being very thin, being a little spindly. Price comes into the cloud, it's a bad sign. But it being this thin is often a good sign that price will be headed up. So tricky situation, and the key is wait and see what price does. Price does break, we have these wonderful lower prices on a very promising project. And if price does catch here and continues up, we can get a higher price, 69.70 cents, and have a good probability of breaking bullishly out of this bearish pattern, which happens in a parabolic move and pushes price up very forcefully to $1.04, possibly up to $1.64. Not bad. If you found this information helpful, hit that like button, maybe subscribe to our channel, check out our little Telegram group. It's free, lots of great resources there, and there's a link pinned that will take you to the chat room where all the cool kids are hanging out and sharing information, chart setups, keeping up to date on what's going on with Bitcoin and crypto. Good place to stay on top of what's going on in the crypto market. Until next time, my name is Lane, your crypto road dog, reminding you you're in crypto at a great time. Be cautious, be careful, be blessed, and you got this.
If you like what you see, then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what I do, then smash that like button too. And if you like to try to go, leave a comment down below.